Hey everybody, I have a video here for you today, and this fits in with my first century videos I've been doing for the past week or two. And I like doing videos about places that I don't think have received enough attention. And this is archaeology.org. I will leave the link below, but this video is on the harbor in ancient Rome called Portus. And this is what it looked like a couple thousand years ago. And well, at least building on it started in the first century. And I think I'll just do a little bit of reading. It says, 20 miles south of Rome, obscured by agricultural fields, woodlands, and modern infrastructure of one of Europe's busiest airports, lies what may be ancient Rome's greatest engineering achievement and arguably its most important, Portus. Although almost entirely silted in today, at its height, Portus was Rome's principal maritime harbor, catering to thousands of ships annually. It served as the primary hub for the import, warehousing, and distribution of resources, most importantly grain, that ensured the stability of both Rome and the empire. For Rome to have worked at capacity, Portus needed to work at capacity, says archaeologist Simon Key. The fortunes of the city are inextricably tied to it. It's quite hard to overestimate. And it says Portus was the answer to Rome's centuries-long search for an efficient deep-water harbor. In the end, as only the Romans could do, they simply dug one. It says, although it had previously received little attention archaeologically, over the last decade and a half, Portus has been the focus of an ambitious project that is rediscovering the grandeur of the port, its relationship to Rome, and the unparalleled role it played in the centerpiece of Rome's Mediterranean port system. Key of the University of Southampton is currently the director of the Portus Project, now in the 5th year, but has been leading fieldwork in and around the site since the late 1990s. He is part of the multinational team investigating Portus's beginnings in the 1st century AD, its evolution into a main port of Rome, and ultimately the complex dynamics of the port's relationship with the city and the broader Roman Mediterranean. And I will leave this link below if you want to read more on ancient Portus. And also, I will leave a link to this video here. And this is just a good video on what they have found around Portus. And I'll just play just a tiny bit for you, and I will leave the link in the description.
And Rome only really had one imperial port. Portus was that port.
Portus was an immense complex of granaries, warehouses, military encampments, administration blocks, and, at its centre, a huge palace. For centuries, this unique site has fascinated collectors of ancient artifacts.
So that was just a quick look at Portus, and I will leave the link to that video below. But here on Google Earth, this is the ancient site of Portus and what it looks like today. And you notice it's kind of a little ways away. And why don't we do a quick measure here? It is about 1.75 miles away from the coast today. And kilometers, that's about 2.85 kilometers. So that's how far it has kind of migrated away from the coast. So the coastline has really changed. And I just think this is a fascinating site. This is ancient Portus. I will leave the link for this video below and this article below. But this is what it looked like. And here is the 6-sided main internal port that they dug. And it was right on the coast a long time ago. And now you see it over here on Google Earth. And this is all that is left of Portus. And there's just a few remains that are visible today around the site. But I just think this is fascinating. And this was an incredible site a couple thousand years ago. This is ancient Portus, what it looks like today. 1st century history is pretty fascinating. Hope you thought this was interesting. You have a nice day.